Into the red zone, it's Bortles. Steps away to his left. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Bortles going to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Mercedes Lewis from 3 yards out. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, Rivers. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball, how much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Calais Campbell in there to drop him. And it'll be a loss of about 8. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. CD, I want to get your thoughts on some potential free agents this offseason before we change the possession here. Now, caution, many of these guys could be re-signed, I know, but who are some of them? Kirk Cousins is one.
Yeah, we're talking about difference makers. Kirk Cousins at the quarterback position. He's going to be coveted around the league by quarterback-needy teams. Case Keenum had a big year. Could he move? But how about running backs? Le'Veon Bell, Dion Lewis, some pass catchers, Jimmy Graham, Jarvis Landry, Sammy Watkins. And about the guy who goes and gets quarterbacks, DeMarcus Lawrence had a monster year for Dallas last season.
Yeah, a lot of and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Melvin Ingram. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. On 3rd down, Fournette. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
Well, there's a reason he was the first running back taken. You saw the ability there, the ability to be physical and get downhill. And how about him breaking off a nice gain there?
There's some Adrian Peterson comparisons out there now. That's high praise. Do you think that they're warranted?
Running style, very similar.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here. That looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Flushed out right. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So on 4th down, Doug Marrone going to send out his field goal unit. And Lambeau will put this one through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. So the football switching hands here in just a second. And, you know, Tom Brady, just to go off on a tangent for a second, may have lost the Super Bowl, but 3rd MVP this past season, and what he did at age 40, really something, right, Charles?
Absolutely phenomenal. Ended up beating out Todd Gurley, the running back for the Los Angeles Rams. But he would have traded it for a Super Bowl win, don't you think? How about this? The last 9 NFL MVPs to play in the Super Bowl that same season, 0-9.
Yeah.
Getting all the way back to Kurt Warner in, 1999 where he won the double?
We were going over that stat earlier. That is hard to believe.
But he would have been the MVP had the Patriots pulled that one out.
Yeah, he still has 5 rings, though. 5 Super Bowl titles for Brady. Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. Sets up the screen to Gordon. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Calais Campbell in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn to.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays, too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Throwing is Bortles. Escaping the pressure right. He can run, and it's a Jacksonville touchdown.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Lambeau to add on the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The L.A. Chargers taking over on offense here in a second. They won 6 of their last 7 in 2017. You mentioned earlier, just missing the playoffs. And, you know, who would have guessed that they would have had a rebound like that? Because they started 0-4.
They really channeled what the 1992 Chargers franchise that started 0-4 and ended up 12-4 and won their division. But they came close. What a valiant run. But they ran into our producer, Ben Ramsauer's Kansas City Chiefs, in Kansas City late in the season. That one loss out of those last 7, that's the one that kept them out of the playoffs.
And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. A good pick up there at 20 yards. Now Gordon on first down. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. Throwing, Rivers. Going deep for Benjamin. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, fourth down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They go play action here on first down. Benjamin with it over the middle. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Travis Benjamin, 49 yards. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Here we go now.
On first down, Bortles eluding the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. A second down throw for Rivers. And he rifles one incomplete. Allen, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And it's complete. Henry. 20. Slips past him.
Where'd he go?
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock.
And this is hauled in by Williams for a Charger touchdown. Tyrell Williams, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Chargers have made this a one-score game. Novak out now to kick this one away. Here's Corey Grant now to return. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Flush to his right. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33, and he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
Yeah. Young Gerald. Yeah. Die line with the boom pow. Every week now I switch to a new style. 212s in the back just blew out. Everything I do end up in the news now. Yeah. Lead a club with a few now. Just some Hollywood and they do. I'm in the mood now. 2 a.m. What you wanna do now? What you wanna do now? Little baby pass. Don't spill on me, that's Margella. Got this Oakland game to tell her. She look familiar. At Coachella, what's her name? Isabella, forget it, yeah. It's like a week ago, but we both know how weekends go. Tryna function, got some places we could go. Lot y'all got me speaking slow like, yeah. I'm blessed. I don't GA. You tryna, yes on yes. Say less. Say less. You ain't no. Say less. Yeah. Say less. Hey girl, what it do?
Hello everyone, I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, 2 quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Rivers' Chargers going up against Tyrod Taylor's Bills.
All right, Larry, we are about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at what's now known as New Era Field here in Orchard Park. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Los Angeles Chargers. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Rivers now to throw on first down. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Matt Milano charging hard for that outside linebacker spot. He gets in to drop him for a loss of 12. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Here's Rivers. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 36 yards. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Shaq Lawson. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Rivers now on second down. And he's going to go down again. Shaq Lawson in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order. But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
On now, Kaiser, the punter, sending it away. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
On 2nd down, Taylor. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big play here for the Bills. 57 yards. Now a 1st down carry here for McCoy. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 3rd down, here's McCoy. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Melvin Ingram able to get in and run him down for what will be a loss of 15 yards. Before the offense changes hands here, let's look back at the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. And how about Nick Foles? The backup quarterback turned MVP. 373 yards, 3 touchdowns, and, of course, the big one receiving on the Philly special.
Quite a story. As you and I were talking about off air, it was just a fluid game. Not a lot of penalties, just really clean play. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. Before the possession switches here, I had written down that I wanted to talk about some of the awards this past season in the NFL. We know Brady was the MVP, but Todd Gurley, Offensive Player of the Year.
How about that for a bounce back? Many were questioning whether he'd had a sophomore slump the season before. Didn't even get to 1,000 yards. Was a dominant force in 2017. How about his teammate Aaron Donald on the defensive side? He took home Defensive Player of the Year award.
Yeah, very impressive. They had both sides of the ball. Sean McVay deserving, I think you would agree, of Coach of the Year.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, what he did for the Rams when they went from last in the league in scoring to leading the league in scoring and winning a division title. And how about the New Orleans Saints?
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. And they've got it here with a first down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Now Taylor, left side, caught by Matthews. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. LaShawn McCoy taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. I want to give a hat tip real quick, Charles, to J.J. Watt before the possession switches here. Walter Payton, NFL Man of the Year, and they totaled up how much he helped raise for hurricane relief, $37 million.
Incredible. Hurricane Harvey, which really hit the Houston area in a big way, and his original goal was $200,000. So congratulations to J.J. Watt and all the people who participated. And Greg Olsen of the Panthers, Benjamin Watson of the Ravens, both tight ends, also nominated and finalists for the most
touchdown L.A. Travis Benjamin, 75 yards. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
No back out now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now Taylor with a draw to McCoy. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. A fake to McCoy. Now it's Taylor. Escaping the pressure right. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
And there's Tyrod Taylor doing what he does best. Look, he's taken a few lumps along the way, and some people haven't believed in him. But this is where he excels, outside of the pocket, making plays.
As prolific with his legs as any quarterback in the league?
I would say yes to that.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They go play action with Taylor. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got some space here. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Taylor able to use those legs of his to pick up a first. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now Taylor going to hand this one off to McCoy. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. They'll go again to McCoy. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Now McCoy. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. LaShawn McCoy with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills are an extra point away from taking the lead. Stephen Hauschka for the point after. And he puts it through. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you worked on.
Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Here we go. Red 38.
After the interception, here's Taylor. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. And now running right through it. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Taylor now off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. And that will be caught by Jones. He's got a Buffalo touchdown.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
A first down throw here for Rivers. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time, and that'll bring up second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Flush to his right. And he's going to find a man, Keenan Allen. And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 46. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he whips that one incomplete there. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And now it's second down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Now Rivers going to give to Gordon on the draw. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Oh, he almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now this is fielded in the end zone. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And now look at him go.